Hi there, my name's Mark Burnell, so welcome. Some of you may already know me. Now, I've mentored dozens of students over the past 5 to 6 years privately. I have a real passion for trading, and it gives me incredible satisfaction also to be able to assist traders in their trading journey, to see them go from struggling to consistently profitable. Now, today I'd like to introduce a new type of workshop, which is the intensive mentoring workshop, which covers off the roadmap that I use when I mentor traders, and I share all of the information that I use in my private trading sessions. Now, a little bit of a backstory. Some of you may have already listened to or watched the video on my trading journey, which illustrates the struggles that I went through and how I overcame them. But a brief snapshot here. When I first started, I had no mentor of my own. So I had to fumble my way through initially. Usually that was with trial and error, and most of us will know that generally that's certainly not the quickest way, and it certainly is most frustrating. But I battled through and I made it through. So when I realised that there was more to trading, I completed formal trading education. I thought that this was the way to go. So I went to the best that I could find. Now, a lot of people ask me, Mark, do I need this sort of formal trading education? Do I need the 2.5 years of education that you went through? And the short answer to that is no, you don't. You just need to be able to read a chart properly. You need effective chart reading skills. So from that then, I began to create my own trading methodology. I had to bring all the pieces together myself. So it took me 3 to 4 years then to start to become consistent. During that time, I began studying and working on my trading psychology, which is incredibly important. So those of you that have been trading already will know that your psychology is 70-80% of your success. I learned an incredible amount from my mistakes. So it's our failures. Our successes is one thing. We need to build on our successes. But it's our failures that we will learn the most from. I honed my skills. I gained consistency. And now I use that knowledge to mentor others and I have done for the past 5 to 6 years. So let me ask you some of the following questions. So are you struggling to consistently apply a style that resonates with your personality? Are you searching for answers to your most pressing trading questions, but finding that you're wasting an enormous amount of time and energy getting vague and unreliable answers at best? Are you still on the knowledge quest like I was, searching for the Holy Grail? Is it in education? Is it in indicators? Is it in strategies? Are you possibly stuck in the indicator roundabout, seeking to create certainty where there is none? Are you trying your hardest to be disciplined, but find that you get blindsided and spiral out of control, only to look back and be totally disappointed in your performance? In other words, your psychology's been hijacked during the process. Do you feel like giving up because you just simply can't seem to bring all the pieces of your methodology together? You find that there's a bit of a disconnect between everything you've learned and being able to apply this effectively. Are you perhaps just wishing that someone could tell you the truth about trading? Are you sick of getting vague answers? Are you sick of getting led down the garden path, so to speak? Are you wishing that you could leverage off someone who's gone before you, leverage off someone that's made the mistakes? Are you passionate about trading? You realise that this is something good, that this really resonates with you, and you've got a strong desire and a commitment to succeed at this? Are you wishing to seriously shortcut the learning process or the learning curve? Are you wishing to follow a proven roadmap to consistency and avoid the costly and time-consuming errors? In other words, are you wishing for that curriculum to work through in order to master the steps required? So who am I? And more importantly, why should you listen to what I have to say? So I've been trading for 15 years. 3 years of those, initially 3 years, was part-time while I was working as a general manager, and I had good success initially. I've been trading for 12 years full-time. So then when I quit my job as a general manager, then I started to realise the things that I didn't know. So I'm a self-funded private trader. I also conduct daily live streams and weekly workshops, and I regularly mentor and coach students on their journey. What are my preferences? What are my trading preferences? So I have a preference for swing trading and scalping the Australian stock market. I have also swing traded and scalped the US stock market, but unfortunately the time zone here in Australia is not really conducive to trading the US markets. So I also swing trade and scalp Forex and futures markets, and that I do thoroughly enjoy as well. Some of the qualifications that I've gained in my journey: I'm a certified financial technician, CFTE for short, and that is a qualification with the International Federation of Technical Analysts. I have the Diploma of Technical Analysis, Diploma of Share Trading and Investment. I've conducted Elliott Wave trading with Elliott Wave International, and I'm currently undertaking my certification as an Elliott Wave analyst. I've studied the TPM trading method, advanced scalping techniques, and advanced gap strategies with a well-known American trading company. I've completed numerous short courses, some good, some bad, but I've tried to take away everything that I can from all of the study that I've conducted. So I've read numerous books. I've also conducted a huge amount of self-directed study, including trading strategies, technical analysis, and trading psychology. In addition, I regularly conduct on-stage workshop and online workshop presentations for the Australian Technical Analysts Association and other trading groups on a state and national level, and that I thoroughly enjoy as well. So what's involved with the intense mentoring workshop? So there's 3.5 hour sessions with breaks in between, of course. So what does that include? So initially, introduction and program outline, then a quick overview of what it takes to be successful. So we're starting to frame it. Then session on treating trading as a business. So we're starting to frame trading from a business perspective. This is incredibly important. Then we dig into how to develop your chart reading skills. So there's certain ways that you can do this over time, because it's incredibly important to develop a certain level of competence with your chart reading. And one of the things, as I said before, one of the things that trips up a lot of traders, and the number one mistake, is lack of education. Then we move into the various trading journals and what are their purpose. Then two of my favourite trade setups, breakouts and ABC pullbacks. Then effective backtesting processes and trade and review processes. How to review your backtests properly. So there's quite a bit in this. We've got to prove up what we're seeing. So then the rules and guidelines, which includes our trading plan, different from a trading business plan, trading plan, and develop our daily routines. Then the all-important trading psychology plan. So there is a whole 3.5 hours dedicated to this. So we create your effective trading psychology plan, where we learn how to deal with our unwanted emotional responses. Now, we are not naturally wired for trading. So during this process, we begin to rewire our thinking to think from a trader's perspective. And then we discuss what to expect when you go back into live trading. So we're going back and doing this the right way. And of course, there's plenty of time for questions. The courses run over 3 consecutive weeks, approximately 3.5 hours per session. What you get is my complete trading methodology, so the complete roadmap. What this is not is just a whole lot of regurgitated, unproven theory. What this is the practical strategies and the process I use and that I teach and that I know work. There is the opportunity for further mentoring if required. Some of the prerequisites: you need to be a semi-skilled beginner. This won't suit the beginner that's just started to trade. You need to have, say, 6 months, a minimum of 6 months experience, have begun to trade and learn about trading. That will set you up properly now to learn the best way now to begin your journey. Suited to intermediate traders that are struggling in their journey. They've done a lot of work, a bit of study, and they want to now bring everything together. If you have access to modules 1 to 6, this will be a fantastic prerequisite for your learning. If you have access to the workshop modules as well, this will be incredibly beneficial. But more importantly, you need to put aside what you've learnt for now, and you need to have a willingness to learn the correct way to trade. Because what will happen though is you'll still be able to implement some of the things that you've learned, but now you'll implement them the right order and the right way. And you need a willingness to dedicate the time and effort required. So not just from the workshop, but put the time and effort in afterwards, because it's what you learn here and the application of it that will make you successful. So if you're interested in this, where to from here? You need to check the dates and times. You need to book in and follow the registration links. One registration will cover 3 consecutive sessions, and I suggest you don't delay, because the numbers are limited and it will fill up fast. So without any more delay, folks, I want to thank you for the opportunity to present this to you, and I look forward to working with you on your trading journey in the near future. Thank you, and bye for now.